There we go, we've cut them off from sort of mainland supply routes. We'll try and take Rostov just to try and help us out here. And yeah, our troops are coming in, filling the gaps in the line. So that's going to help us as well. Okay, and then we're going to backwards go with our tanks and try and squeeze them out of the pocket. So let's see if we can't go for that crossing there and see if we can't just cut them off fully from any sort of supplies. Let's go with staff office plan. Let's get them all training up, getting them ready for this fight. Oh, Italy brought back Albania. Okay. And there we go. Let's see if we can't crush back along across this land, across the tiles, and just cut them off from all supply. You can already see there are some supply issues because I imagine they've got too many troops for the size of this pocket. Let's see if we can't take actually one of their supply hubs here. Let's send a heavy to go try and help with that. Because yeah, all the supply hubs we can take in here is obviously going to help us in sort of cutting them off. Okay, heavies, you're going to hold. There we go. Oh, come on, support that. Support it. There we go, cut them off. Lovely. Great work, lads. That's going to absolutely devastate them there. So now all of these guys as well are now pocketed. So we will mobilise the tanks to just crush out the pocket. And the infantry will also be on orders that we might sort of start to go in and crush them as well. But yeah, obviously we're trying to hold off on using the infantry. So we'll try and utilise the tanks for most of this, just we're trying to cut down the pockets, making that a little bit smaller. Yeah, but ultimately they have no escape now. They're going to slowly attrition, lose supply in that pocket, and we should have some big wins against them. Oh, Helsinki is actually falling, so maybe we do need to put a bit more pressure onto Leningrad. Looks like there's just some Mongolians actually holding up here, so... Oh, has their line become thin again from how much we've been encircling? It does look a bit thin, unless that's just more that they've been putting up in other regions. There we go. Let's crush them out of that area, and then let's see what we can do here against some of this. Oh, okay. Let's grab. Okay. Let's see if we can't quickly take something like Sevastopol and head across to Kerch. Because if we can do that, we can then hold at Kerch rather than holding where we currently are. But yeah, like I think our situation is improving over here. It's just a matter of obviously trying to destroy it as much as we can, the Russian forces in pockets and then encirclements here and there. Okay. Why don't you try and come backwards out of there, see if you can't help crush out some things. Helsinki has fallen. Oh my god, all of our allied forces have gone up into Finland. Like, I would kind of prefer it if you came over to help me on my front maybe, but that's fine. We would do what we can. Okay, you stay there. You're going to help try and push them back here. One of you stay there, one of you support attack. Okay. Hopefully, I should give way to a little bit more help. We have actually taken out Leningrad, which was their supply port. So actually, if we can grab a little group to head up there and see if we can't fully cut them off from any supply, I mean, that would just be huge for us. Great. See if you can't immediately go around for Villepuri as well. You guys see if you can't push up to Villepuri.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Great work.
Ausrücken.
And then you three, your job is going to be to hit them here. See what you can't cut off. Anything that we can cut off from them here is so good for us. But it's just going to leave them absolutely trapped. Yes, there we go. Okay, now all these guys up here in Helsinki are cut off. So now my thought is, do we send over the tanks and see what they can do? Let's grab... Let's go ahead, let's grab 3 guys, let's shove them in Kirch. They should hopefully hold. We're then going to take the tanks north to Helsinki. And yeah, they're going to hopefully do the work that's needed up there in just crushing out these forces, which will free up so much more of our troops. There we go. We will send these guys across, hopefully on a push towards Stalingrad. Yeah, you can see the work they're putting in now. Let's go have a look at this template. How good have these tanks actually got? Considering we're using sort of realistic units as well. I think, yeah, 300 soft, 258 hard attack, armor at 72.6. Yeah, their hardness as well has gone up massively, so they are just going to be really hard to take out by anything that doesn't have, you know, strong and solid anti-tank. Yeah, go for it. Let's take it. Let's tighten up this as well. But yeah, what we want to do is drive in, maybe make a salient like this, and then actually see if there's somewhere we can make for encirclement. So I guess we could try and cut them off down here at Baku, and then they would be out of supply in this region, and we could sweep up the oil fields, which would actually be, well, that is one of the biggest goals that we've got, sort of, especially after taking Stalingrad. It does sort of lead itself to heading straight down there next. So there we go, Stalingrad has been taken, and now we will send everyone off onto the new front. Let's continue down here, let's continue to the supply hub, let's make sure that we have this all wrapped up and taken nice and easily. And then yeah, hopefully the supplies can start flowing in, and yeah, flowing in for us and flowing out of the region for them. It does look like we've built up significant manpower again, so you know what, we're going to go for another little push across the line. We do now have a stockpile of guns, as limited as it may be, but yeah, a light push across the lines hopefully will just help us solidify our hold here and push the Soviets deeper into these pockets. So yeah, let's make sure we're pushing across there. Okay, there we go, we've taken this land. That's great, and now we shall once again put our tanks onto this side. There you go, grab them all, shove them here, and then we will start them as our main sort of push into these pockets, just to make sure that we secure everything here. And then that frees up this whole region, gets us all the oil, so that we can then begin our push deeper into them now that we've taken that. Oh god. Oh, we have been fully kicked out of Africa as well. Didn't even realise that. Italy, I really need you to do more there. You had one job, Italy. Okay, we are sending the tank corps back. We're just going to have to leave the infantry on their own for a little while here and see what they can manage. And then yeah, let's grab the tank corps, pop them over here, and we'll see if we can't push out this allied invasion, which, yeah, looking at it, it's going to be difficult. Okay, and there we go, we launch it. Let's go for it, come on, break through. Yeah, let's try and actually just send some fast tanks up and as far around the back as we can. It's really optimistic, I know, but what we'll do is we'll do that, and then hopefully with the heavies we'll do the work of taking out Brussels and the likes there, Okay, we can't do another operation because we currently have this ongoing one. Maybe it would have been better to wait, but we'll do what we can in regards to taking out any pockets and any land that they seem to have. So like for example, this British troop, we're going to crush him out. We've managed to quickly sweep them out of French-held lands, French-held territories. So we'll see what we can do in order to try and cripple them into some of these other areas. Yeah, this is going well for us. This is actually going well, this sweep out. It looks like, yeah, we've managed to take Baku. Okay, you guys all push in from different directions. Let's make these pockets just as nice and simple as possible. Let's look back on the tanks. How are the tanks doing? Come on. Yeah, we just got good moving tanks basically. Tanks that are going to get us in here and get us round. Okay, anywhere else we can cut off maybe? Yes, Spain, landing on that port, that might actually be huge for us if we can now follow it up by taking out any other ports. Come on, they're flooding more troops in, they're trying to get some tanks in as well. Okay, this is going to get more and more messy, I think. We are ready and prepped. Okay, push. Let's go for it, come on. Push in. Okay, come on. Push, push, push. We are losing troops out here actually, which is really not okay. But look, we're going to try and strike and take any ports that we can, because that's going to really help us out. Seize any foreign industries. Let's go for that focus. That seems like it's going. That sounds like it's hopefully going to do something for us. Be quite beneficial. There you go, kill these trapped British units. We're going to take 3 and we're actually then going to go for like Rotterdam maybe. After we go for Amsterdam. I'm just thinking cut them off from any ports might work. Oh, they're re-invading in Dunkirk. Come on, hold the line, lads, just until we can crush out this naval invasion. Then we can go ahead and crush out whatever else is needed. Come on, for The Hague, for Rotterdam. In we go, come on, wherever you can. Just crack in, crack through, and let's make sure that we're cutting down these pockets. Oh man alive, we are absolutely having a nightmare here. This is so poor for us. Yeah, if you can just push for Dunkirk and push for this tile next Dunkirk, that I think also has a port, does it not? No, it doesn't. So if we can take Dunkirk, if we can also take Dieppe with you guys, that'll be them completely encircled here. Come on tanks, you can make that Dunkirk, surely. Come on. Come on, this will be a huge boost to just taking out Allied forces. You guys, your next front line will also be here, hoping that you can help push out some stuff. Actually, we're not going to shove you everywhere like that, we're going to shove you somewhere where you can be to more effect. So like, just this stretch of coast maybe, to see if you can help cross some of these gaps with your sort of better divisions. And there we go, we've encircled them here at Calais, so we've actually pulled off a Dunkirk in, yeah, in the later part of the war rather than the early part, so that's pretty funny. And obviously that means that because of that we will kill a lot more units and troops here, rather than the usual sort of Dunkirk. Okay, get on in, crush them, clean them out as much as you can. Perfect, okay. And here we go, let's shove the tanks back on this line. And now we're going to try and hit them from 2 sides. So we've got all of these guys heading over there. We're going to try and come in from this angle. then we've got the tanks who are going to try and sweep in from this angle, hopefully meet in the middle, hofully crush out a lot of their forces. Okay, we're now coming in with tanks trying to crush out this pocket from as many sides as we can. And we've got the infantry on the other side who are going to be pushing towards Rotterdam. You guys push over here, see if you can't get to Eindhoven maybe, which should help free up Rotterdam. But yeah, if we can get some of this, that would be great. Is this one of the ports actually? Antwerp? It is. Okay, come on. There's loads of stuff in Rotterdam port. Loads of troops there. So let's do our best at pushing across and pushing into the port. Even if we can just cut them off maybe a tile before the port, that would also work for me. It just means that we've got the encirclement penalty on the port, and then obviously all of the other damage stuff can just be taken out here. Come on, pushing a breather. Pushing for some of this land here. There we go, we have now cut them off from this port of Rotterdam. Rotterdam has now been taken too. And then we can grab all of this and just start crushing in here against all of this stuff out of supply. And there you go, the Netherlands has capitulated again, which is great news for us, means that we're properly smacking them out. How are we doing in the Soviet front of the war? That's what I want to sort of see here. So they've taken 3.6 million casualties from us, we've taken 1.3 from them. And then meanwhile, how's it going on this side of things? So yeah, we are doing some damage as well to the Allied forces. Where's the United States? The United States we're doing some damage on now, especially considering they're trapped in these pockets. Okay, perfect. Crush them out. Make sure they've got no supply. Yes, look at this. Look at all their kills, look at the helmets pop. This is such a huge Allied force to have cut off here. This is essentially their this is their D-Day that we've just managed to crush out here. So yeah, without that they are properly just dead. Okay, and now what we'll do for these guys is we will stretch a little line from Tours to Paris, and they will sit there and they will train up when they've done this. Yeah, so sit there, you're going to train up to be some better battalions, because you will be our guys who are responsible for crushing them out. And then the tanks, they will come back east. Okay, the tanks have made it north. Let's see what they can do. Especially now, if we add in a front line again, so our troops can continue their press into Soviet territory. Because yeah, we've had time to heal up, repair ourselves and make sure that our troops are ready and fit for fighting, whereas obviously they haven't had that chance because they've continued to battle plan into us, and they've had to repair all of the losses they've received so far. How goes our process towards autarky? We can actually hit autarky. So we would then replace recovering economy, get output, consumer goods, construction speed. Brilliant, let's go for autarky. Okay, and we just had a massive lag spike, and that's actually because the Soviet Union just capitulated. So that is absolutely crazy. Okay, we can't take absolutely everything, so we will have to slowly work our way down and take its stuff. But yeah, I mean, I can't believe we took them out like that. That is great news. Can we just... No, we can't just puppet them. Okay, perfect. Well, we will start taking them over and ensuring all this land is now ours. But yeah, that is crazy that we've just managed to take them out. Huge victory there. And yeah, we do have the majority of the war score. 85% of it was done by us. So yeah, we're definitely going to get a lot here. Okay, so I said we'd take a lot. We did just take absolutely everything off of them. So yeah, we have this huge army. We didn't even need to make it to Moscow, but it looks things like Bryansk and stuff were the last cities we needed, just because we had such a high collaboration government. We had 90%, so even with 90%, I mean, we had to take a lot, but yeah. Oh, and look, they've been renamed to like German names, so it's Volgograd, and Moscow says the same, but it's back to St. Petersburg as well, rather than Leningrad. So yeah, like huge amount taken, and here we go, we can now proclaim the new order. So there we go, it's now the Greater Germanic Reich. we now hold all of this land, which is absolutely huge. And yeah, now we get to work on taking out the UK, and then once we've taken out them, I think realistically we'll see how things are going with the United States, but once we've taken out the UK, the United States, it's kind of known that we'll do that, so yeah, let's make sure that we're developing mines and everything. We're about to hit autarky achieved as well, because especially now that we have all this land, that's such a huge boost to us. But yeah, let's go ahead and make sure we are now crushing out any of these naval invasions. So let's send the tanks back south. Yeah, let's see if we can't just send them to Toulon maybe, see if we can't just crush them completely out of the port. And here we go, A Tale of Two Cities, so we're actually going to change those names once again to Hindenburg and Ludendorff, to name them after, well, two of the great war generals. Do we want a collaboration government? They're not ready yet. We might do that later to help us with manpower, though I think because of our compliance, I think we do just get a ton of their manpower from the start, and obviously it's going to be really hard for the resistance to grow here. Yeah, we're already at 99% compliance across all states, so I think they literally just give us everything, yeah, like a new regime, so we could put an install a government where we get 20% recruitment population, resource and factories, and yeah, we need less garrisons, so yeah, I think I'm probably just going to hold on to everything here. Okay, here we go, come on, we kicked them out of Toulon, that's great. Let's see if we can't continue to press the advantage here against Marseille, especially if we support him from the other side with the infantry. Okay, there's so many divisions here, but we might be able to just reinforcement movement. We have. Incredible. Okay, so now they are completely cut off from any support. And yeah, now I mean we just try and push in completely against Maximilian. Is it Maximilian? Yeah, Maximilian, you work your guys down here, and you are going to try and now crush in on all these guys who are so low on attritioning. We're going to crush out these troops here, which again, look at that stack, that is another 50 units in that pocket, and probably another good 30-40 in that other pocket. So, yeah, ultimately this is just the huge remnants of all of the Allied forces that are crushed in here. And I mean, let's check the casualties after that and all of our other little encirclements. Okay, so we've taken 1 million casualties from the Allies, whereas how many have they taken? 3.4 million, so we've already done 1.4 million against the United Kingdom, so that is huge against them. We do little smatterings against some of these other forces. Let's have a look. Mexico, yeah. The US has taken almost 500,000 from us. Yeah, so we are absolutely smashing them. Okay, we've got the Air Force up above the English Channel. As you can see, we are out trading them because our planes are superior, so we should just be smashing them. They do seem to keep scattering stuff around, like in the Alpine region. How do they even have naval range for the Alpine region is what I'm confused by. They must have some very good things. We've also now put our garrisons, so we're going to help defend some of the southern European coastline as well, and we're going to build up a hell of a lot more garrisons as well to go and help do that. Let's make sure that people are training too, because we want to get people training. And yeah, meanwhile the Navy is out and about hunting down whatever it can, hopefully just keeping that stranglehold, pressing in against the enemy forces here. Okay, as well, we're just going to make a quick attempt to crush out the Swiss, especially as they're going to be all on their own. So there we go. With the tanks, with the infantry we've made, and the veteran sort of experience of them, I mean, yeah, literally took nothing to conquer them. So that just shows you the power of our army. It's now just about trying to get our army across to the mainland, realistically. That's kind of the big stumbling block at the moment in time. Okay, we sent down the army to Africa, and yeah, basically just click the button and you can see how well they're doing. So yeah, I don't think the Allies will have anywhere in Africa pretty much to hide. So we will continue doing what we can here. You guys will move on from there to that. Yep. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so we are just conquering back Africa. I don't know why Vichy's taking everything, but you know, fair enough. I guess they think they should have that, which doesn't seem fair to me. But you know, we're just completing this focus, and then we are going to go for the Sea Lion focus, Operation Sea Lion, which will give us a bonus to making the naval invasion. So we've got our guys ready now. So what we're going to do is we are going to click ready for them to launch as soon as they can. Get our planes onto them quicker, and actually saying that, it looks like all the naval invasions have indeed launched, so let's slow this right down. We've got the tanks ready to come in once we get a successful landing. We have gone for loads of different areas and ports. Hope that like some of this will help.
Auf geht's!
Okay, come on.
Ausrücken!
There you go, attack in, attack out. Let's do our best to try and cut off some of these ports, maybe. Come on. Is that Portsmouth taken?
Unter Beschuss!
Okay, one of you will stay behind, hopefully.
Los, los, los!
Come on. Okay, how's it gone elsewhere? Plymouth does look like it's going okay. Let's have a couple of units going to the empty tiles. These are 40 combat width units, so I'm hoping they should be able to do some absolute work here in smashing out the enemy. There we go, Portsmouth has been taken. So this may absolutely devastate the supply, but we've got to get the tanks across, because the tanks are our best bet of just hoping to sweep up everywhere. It looks like Spain tried for a naval invasion of Ireland as well at the same time. Yes, it does look like we're making some ground here. There we go, all the Marines are coming in. Perfect, they've got supply now of Dover Port, they can get into the land. There we go, we've taken over Kent. Taken over Sussex, heading towards sort of the London, but London will be tough to crack because look at all these units. What we really need to try and do is see if we can't grab more ports, because the ports are really what we need to just make sure that the supply stays flowing in. See if we can't have a couple guys pushing up for somewhere like Bristol. Oh, careful we don't leave everything. Careful we don't fully pull out of the port, because they are counter-attacking heavily. Okay. There we go, we have managed to take some more ports up this coast. Let's see if we can't push up maybe for Norwich. Let's just have the Marines hold and let the tanks do all the pushing. But yeah, the more and more access we can get, the more and more supply we can get into our guys, the better. There we go, we have managed to reinforce them out of London. There we go. We're pushing up, pushing for Ipswich. Because I think with England out of the game, if we can take down Great Britain, that's going to be where we call it there. Because I just don't think there's any point continuing the fight much further past that, because I mean, we'd have to go all the way to go fight the US, and I think it's safe to say we would win this over time. To be fair, I think the US would probably give up at this point. I mean, looking at how much they're losing. But yeah, there we go. We've secured Norwich, and yeah, now you can see, now that we have like the entire sort of east coast supplies, we can just obviously push up like the southeast. Let's try and head up to Hull, to Newcastle, Edinburgh. Where is the new capital of Great Britain? Oh, it's Liverpool. Liverpool. Guess that makes sense. Okay, come on. Can we push in? Maybe try and see if we can't encircle this huge group over here. Yeah, there we go. Encircling this huge group just outside of London. That is such a nice little area to take. So many troops there, dead and caught inside. And yeah, let's just have our tanks heading for. Just have our tanks heading for Liverpool. From wherever they are right now. Let's just try and get this over and done with. At least see if we can't just cut off massive swathes of like the British forces. You head up to Newcastle if possible. Yeah. There we go. Look at the tanks coming in, just carving them up, leaving them stuck in Wales. Especially if we can take Cardiff, that would just cut off another good remnant of their troops.
Weiter an!
And let's grab a few of you as well, see if you can't pin them there, or even take that tile. Perfect.
Bereit zum
There we go, we've got Birmingham on the ropes. Let's just work our way to taking that. There we go, we've cut them off here. We've taken Liverpool, almost taken Liverpool. We've got units moving in, we've got tanks moving in as we speak.
Greift weiter an!
And then let's get everyone crushing in just to enclose this pocket that little bit further, tighten that hold and make sure that the British and American forces and any forces of the Allies that came over here are not going to make it out. There we go, Liverpool's been taken as a port.
Bereit zum
So there we go, it's now time. Look at that stack there. That's a good 60, 70 units almost just encircled there just outside Manchester in Sheffield. Perfect, smashing them out. Triumphant Will. So, replace Bitterloos with Triumphant Will, political power game up population and ideology, drift defence, and that's because, yeah, we hold both London and Paris. So we will go down that. And there we go, the UK has actually capitulated there as well. So yeah, like I said, that will probably be where I call it. I will allow time just to let that to let this focus pass, Triumphant Will. But yeah, as you can see, we have absolutely secured this area. Okay, they were kind of our hope there. Venezuela, no. Okay, so the South Americans are not going to want to join our faction. I'm not going down there and fighting Chile. I mean, you can see here, Japan is still struggling. There goes the Triumphant Will, which I believe actually changes what's in this state. So it changes this to the Volksschau. So it stands as a testament to our people's indomitable spirit. So we've replaced the Reichstag now and made it even better. But yeah, as you can see here, we have clearly smashed the world out. You can see we're even managing to raid all the way to the Americas now. So America would just be screwed in this scenario. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed watching the video. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next on the channel, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.